the answers with you, because sometimes there is not the immediate answer, but it comes with a thought process that we share. And so my question today for you, for me, and for us to share our thoughts around is, what do you do to consciously explore and get to know yourself?
Hi, Jana.
Hi,
Can you?
Annapurna.
What do you do? Conscious?
What do
Can
you
you
do to consciously explore yourself and to consciously
consciously
get to know yourself?
explore yourself and get to know yourself? Okay.
Mhm. Because I know that a lot of times from failure or from accident or from looking backwards, we get insights about ourselves. And I would love to talk with you about ways to do that consciously and not in hindsight, in the ways that you know are possible and how you do it. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You mean consciously do it at the present, not about the past.
Exactly. So consciously doing to me means I am aware, I'm totally aware that I do this
Yeah.
to explore myself, that I do something to get to know myself. What are those things that you are doing to meet yourself in a way also? Thank you, Shyam. Wonderful that you wrote down the question here in the chat for everyone. Something for,
So
yes? Who wants?
for me,
Yes, Ram, it's
yeah,
you?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So for me, many times it was in silence when memories come, I
Mhm.
become conscious of these things. So we can call it contemplation.
Mhm.
And then I consciously understand. So when I'm living those moments, maybe I'm not conscious, but many times uh, when they come to my memory, sitting alone, and I do consciously witness what it is for me, to learn and to know about myself in the end. So when I see about what is it teaching me, it is just nothing but what am I learning about myself.
Mhm.
So many times it is that. And the other thing is also when I'm reading books, I kind of uh, I kind of become very conscious
Mhm.
when I'm reading books. And there are these quick reflections of my past events or my understandings, wherein I get to learn a lot.
Mhm.
Let's say the baseline, I would say, always is meditation. That somehow prepares me, I can say.
Mhm.
But and then all these things are supporting in order to consciously learn and know about myself.
Mhm. So the baseline is meditation, as it prepares you or helps you to become the observer and the witnesser. And from there, in the books, you observe maybe what you just get as wisdom in connection with your past, for example. Did I get that right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. So the experience of your so far life combined with what you read in the present moment helps you
Yeah,
to get to know yourself consciously.
that's very well summarized. And then it is also when these reflection,
Mm-hmm.
when I get memories back, reflections in the now,
Mm-hmm.
without with a disconnected perspective. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not convincing that that event had happened in that way because of so and so forth, but I'm just looking at it with no how do you say, with a plain eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And that is when I can realize, yes, okay, this is what I'm knowing about myself here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So when I get it right, you also get to know yourself by observing yourself without judgment.
Yes,
Mhm. Great. Which also means we are able to accept ourselves the way we observe ourselves in the moment. So acceptance, being an accepting observer of ourselves helps to get to know ourselves.
yes,
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, Ram.
thank you.
Sumati, you raised your hand. Please share with us.
Hello, Jana. Thank you. And to the rest of them, hello. Yes, interesting question. Firstly, I would reflect on lesson learned.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's work, I tend to write it down.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to everything else apart from work, I think we have the memories and information. Just like Ram said, it's all connected through the thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I would do a lot of self-talk and question answer within my head.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what is light and what is heavy. And also to revisit that conscious approach or decision making or whatever it could be
Mm-hmm.
after a day or so, if need be, to see that is the right conscious decision and if it brings about clarity.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I only came to meditation since January, although I knew about meditation many years ago, but I was not a big fan of meditation. I was quite not a good student in meditation. I just would sit in and I would come out because they were short meditations. So I would pray on it, which is in another form of um, I would say a combination of meditation on and affirmation as well,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to of course it was so, and asking the universe about the right decision and conscious decision.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I go about. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Sumati. Thank you so much. Annapurna answered that chanting slokas helps to meet yourself or to get to know yourself. Would you like to share a bit more around that with us, Annapurna? I don't even know whether sloka is so far. I would love to find out with you.
Namaste, Jana. Yeah, whenever I'm reading slokas or something else, like chanting or something like that, I will know myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm understanding myself more and more, like deeply.
Mm-hmm. And do you have an idea where it comes from when you're chanting the slokas? What is it that you get to know about yourself when you chant slokas?
Uh, what I get means what I mean. What I did it good or bad, such a things and all, I'm recollecting and I'm doing correct. Then I am thinking it's correct. I'm doing like that.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, thank you. How often do you chant slokas?
Depend on time sometimes. And kids also. I have kids, so depend on kids
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. Yeah, but mostly trying to do every day.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you every day try to meet yourself there.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you.
Anybody else who wants to share how you explore yourself and or how you find yourself. Yes, Mal, please. You unmuted yourself. Madhu, please share with us.
Yes, Jana. Wow. How I discover myself is through painting. When I paint, I go into that space where I completely become one with the painting and I'm more aware of what I'm doing. It's really beautiful, beautiful feeling when I paint. That's where I discover myself, and I also discover myself more in the nature or in the silence. Yeah.
Can you give us kind of an example? What is it that you discover about yourself when you're painting, for example?
When I'm painting, I discover the inner silence, in the sense like there is no chatter in the mind. And the same with the nature as well. When I'm in the nature, I experience the happiness, the joy, the colors in the nature. So it helps me to be more content and to be more joyful.
Beautiful. Thank you, Madhu.
Thank you, Anna.
Mal, what do you want to share with us?
I am, I find myself in the nature. Like, I love gardening. That's my passion. And I spend as much time as possible in the garden. Even though I've got difficulties with my health, but I still will not miss gardening, be there, look at the flowers, touch them, smell them, okay? And then some of them needs treatment because, all kinds of things. And I find that very soothing because I'm there by myself. I can think my own thoughts and look at my own self without anybody interfering. And it helps me a lot because that is when I think about what have I done today? Have I done anything wrong, or in my eyes wrong, or have I hurt anybody? And then if I've done something wrong, then I really explore what I've done wrong. And then I try to rectify it. And by rectifying that, I try to understand myself, saying, I should not be doing like this. There are other ways of doing without hurting anybody.
And do you also find these other ways while
Yeah,
you're gardening?
by having I'm talking in the family setting. If I upset my son by saying something and I'm not aware of it, I I actually ask him, what did I say that has upset you? Okay. Then he said, oh, Mom, forget it. It's all right. But I said, no, it's not all right. For me, it is not all right. And when they say what I said, then I apologize. Okay. And I'll say, I never even thought those words came out of my mouth. Right. And then I start looking at myself. Where has that come from?
Interesting. So in some ways, it's a process, isn't it? Like you first connect, for example, here with the person where you think you can gain information about what upset the person. And after that, you go into a space with yourself to understand where that comes from and what made you go there. Is that so?
Yeah. And how can I change that kind of reaction? I look at in my inside to say, I really want to change. And that is how I progressed, from started off when my children were about 24, 25. And then that is when there was a lot going on in the family. So, and it was very, very upsetting for me. I used to cry. Then one of my friends said, why don't you go and learn transcendental meditation? That will help you. And because transcendental meditation was just in the same road, okay, they were teaching, they had a building there. So I started learning transcendental meditation, and I've been doing for years now. Mm-hmm. And that really helped me also to step back and look at the situation rather than react. Mm-hmm. Right?
Is that a parallel between your gardening and the transcendental meditation?
Yes, in the gardening, I can't do transcendental meditation because
no, sure.
I really go into a silent mode in a, I empty my head. But it is parallel, mm-hmm. Right? I do every day, twice a day, morning and evening. And I've been doing this for years now. Mm-hmm. And that has really, really changed me. That's what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. Meditation really changed my outlook, the ability to forgive and forget when people hurt you and not carry it on with me, right? Mm-hmm. And say, well, that is the way they are, or there must have been something upsetting them from somewhere, which, that's why she reacted to me like that. So I let go. Mm-hmm. I don't keep it in my mind. And that has helped. Even with the children, my relationship improved a lot because I started to listen to them. Beautiful. So rather than tell them what to do, mm-hmm. I'll say, come on, let's talk about how you want to do it. Mm-hmm. And
so do you also get to know yourself in listening then?
Yes. Yes, that's a big change for me. Mm-hmm. From telling them what to do to now listening to them and say, what do you want to do about this? So they come to me now and they tell me everything. There was a period when they will say nothing to me. So meditation helped all this, and it changed me an awful lot. Even people who look at me say, "You've changed, Mal." That's it. And I say, "How, Vajan? We can't tell you how, but you have changed."
Very interesting. Thank you so much,
Ma. I got inner peace now. That is the most important.
For sure. I think that's what we're all looking for. Inner peace, definitely.
Yeah. My husband passed away 2 years ago. I don't feel lonely. Mm-hmm. I'm alone, yes, but I don't feel lonely. Mm-hmm.
And that's, I guess, when you are alone, it is a good situation to know ourselves and not to be a stranger to ourselves in.
Yeah, that's right.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ma. Thank you very much. I will take that with me into the mindset maintenance community as well, because our month in August is about how good do you know yourself. And my question from today actually came because I was preparing some sessions around finding your values, understanding your basic needs, and a lot of the things that were said here today are going to be wisdom in those sessions as well. So thank you all for sharing. Who else wants to share, or is there anyone else who wants to share? If not, I would say let's dive into meditation here. Oh, Ravna, yes, please share with us.
Just quickly, Jana.
Take your time, please.
Yeah. I've been meditating for a long time, but not in this manner since a month ago. But I have, for some reason, been very conscious of myself, like that I am a soul. That's always been, because I've been a Brahma Kumari before and practicing it. So this has been in my mind, and every time I take a step, I ask myself whether should I do it that way or not. Some people like it, some people don't like it. So I'm a bit cautious on those ends. But every time through the day, I keep on chanting and all that. That makes me feel myself of what I am and finding my destiny. And there's a lot of happiness in myself, let's put it this way. And I don't try to tell anybody like, you should be doing this or you should be doing that, because I feel some people find it offending and it's not right, because this day and age, people have got their own minds and not brains of what they want to do. But I'm for a long time have been very cautious about myself, that I myself am a soul. Well, I am a soul and I have to find my destiny. And I always, when I do my prayers and all that, makes me very, very happy inside. And that's it. Just very, very, from very beginning, that's what I have. Every step I did, I think of it, that I am a soul, that I have to behave that way.
Wonderful. So you get to know yourself by consciously asking you the right questions. Is that so?
Yeah. Should I, if I do this, is it okay? And sometimes, yes, oh well, most of the times you make mistakes, but then you try to rectify that this is a better way of doing it. And it's an examination every day. I find that that's what it is. So you by speaking to, now that I speak to quite a few people, quite a few friends that I've made now, Mataji, example yourself, and I'm learning quite a few things that I have never been able to learn, and it's opening and widening my thoughts that how the destiny should be reached, let's put it this way. Yeah. And especially chanting, and it's literally throughout the day, it's like so much happiness.
I can understand that, because connecting with our voice always also connects us indeed with our own self. There is a little exercise that is very short, that is the shortest way of meditating in a way.
Yeah.
When you say your own name, when you ask yourself, like I do now, Jana, are you there? And then you reply to yourself, yes, my love, I am there. The answer comes from a different angle of our voice than the question does normally. So you immediately, you call yourself, you call your true self there, and something answers which is part of your true self.
Yes, true.
Coming from the
And
voice.
yeah, the other thing is I'm very like letting go. Whatever is there, let it go. I just, whatever is happening is there's a big reason for it, and then there is always an answer to it later on, not that moment. But that's what I can only say about myself, that I feel as a conscious person, soul, let's put it this, to become a conscious soul. That's it.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Bhavna. So beautiful.
What Bhavana was saying about prayers, I do the same. I come down from upstairs in the morning. First thing is I put the prayers on. Yeah, that is what I want to hear the first thing in the morning. My Alexa has got all the prayers in it, so I ask the Alexa to put it on. So that, for me, by doing that, I feel happy inside. I repeat the prayers with the music. As I'm doing things, I'm repeating it. And it's almost like I'm in a different world when I'm saying the prayers in the morning.
Beautiful.
That is an important part of my morning ritual, is first thing prayers.
So would you say you also get to know yourself in rituals?
This is not that kind of a ritual.
No, I mean like daily rituals in terms of routines. I would say routines.
Yeah.
Routines, that's the right word.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping me to clarify.
Yeah, I do. I like to have a routine, at least in the mornings, some about up to 2 o'clock.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ma. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mukta, you raised your hand. Please share with us.
Yes, Yana. Uh, Actually, I think there are some different ways to get myself, okay, to get to know myself. Because as I think, if I think who am I, then it includes my thoughts, my values, my views towards some things or incidents happening around me. So, and I just came in the meditation just before few months ago. So I can't say so much about meditation. Yes, I'm changing, but uh, I'm not the authority to say something about that. But before that, and still today also, uh, when I do some household work or even during cooking, um, there is a self talk, okay, and there is a churning about some incidents, about some people, or anything. So during that churning, I get to know some values, some thoughts which are new for me. And then I just suddenly realized, oh, these are my thoughts, these are my values. Sometimes I didn't consciously think about that. But after that incident, when I think about that incident or the people or anything, then I get realized, okay, these are my thoughts or these are my values, okay, or just I'm like this only, like that. And second thing, I can say, or second way I can say, when I discuss with somebody about any incident or about that person's problems or my problems or anything, then during discussion, uh, again I realize, oh, these are my values which are hidden, which are within me, but I didn't realize them. So that are my ways to know myself many times.
Beautiful, Mugda. And what I find in there is you might say you're not an expert to talk about meditation, but what I find in everything you explain, and please correct me if I do get that wrong, but
Yeah,
what I find in there is that with your self talk, you are observing yourself as well.
yeah,
And being the observer of who we are is a huge part of meditation. So, meditation can also take place, it doesn't have to be sitting and breathing and then calming. It can be cooking and having a routine that helps us to bring our mind to a place where we can observe. So maybe
mm,
cooking is also a way of meditating for you.
yeah, yeah,
And to me, it sounds as if you are a great observer of many things in your life, and from there learn a lot.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you so much for sharing.
mm, yeah.
Maybe Ram, maybe Madhu, maybe we one day have a cooking meditation. We need to arrange that with a bit more um, effort, maybe, and organization. But we should think about that. Thumbs up from Ram. Very good. Thank you everybody for sharing. This was very enlightening. I really always feel inspired when we when I leave the session. I'm not going to leave now because we're now going to go into meditation. So everyone, please feel comfortable and invited to find your way into a comfortable posture. Whatever you feel like, it can be sitting or lying down. Just find the posture that is most comfortable to you. If you decide for sitting, help your spine to upright a bit, not in a straining way, but in a way that your arc has a slight bow so that your chest opens up and your body can breathe freely. And with the next inhalation, gently close your eyes. Before we go into breathing meditation, I had this thought of doing this little exercise that I just told you about. Every one of you now ask whether you are here. Simply repeat the sentence that I say, but replace my name with your name. And then repeat the answer that I give. Are you here, Jana? Yes, I am here, my dear. And after you have done that, now draw your attention towards your nostrils. Take your time to observe your in-breath and your out-breath around your nostrils. There's nothing that you have to strive for. Nothing you have to achieve. This moment is perfect. Simply observe your inhalation around your nostrils and your exhalation around your nostrils. Your breath comes all by itself, like a gift of life. Simply let it come and go, and observe what you feel around your nostrils when your inhalation comes and when your exhalation goes. Your mind may be busy and tries to distract you in thoughts. When you get aware of it, silently smile at your mind and bring your intention and your attention back to your nostrils to observe your breath. Everything happens by itself. What senses do you feel when you inhale? Is it chilly, fresh, maybe vitalizing? And what can you feel when your exhalation leaves your body or in your nostril? Maybe it feels warm or thick, dense, or maybe you can feel something completely different. What can you sense when you inhale and when you exhale? every inhalation, you calm your mind. With every exhalation, you calm your body. And now, with your next inhalation, let your attention follow the journey of your breath into your body. Where can you feel your inhalation? Your nostril, your throat, the chest, maybe the belly. Where can you feel your inhalation when your attention rides on its journey into your body? And when you join the way back out of your body, where is your attention aware of your exhalation? Do you feel it starting in the belly, getting up to the chest, out of your air pipe, right into your nostril? Follow every breath from the start of the inhalation at your nostrils until it touches your chest and your belly, and from your belly back up to your chest and out of your nostrils again. And when your mind distracts you and wants to draw you into thoughts, silently withdraw, observe, smile, and bring your attention back onto the journey right inside of your body and out of your body again. nostrils, chest, belly, belly, chest, nostril. Feel how your attention and your breath melt so that they together touch those 3 points on every loop of the journey. Nose, chest, belly with your inhalation, belly, chest, nose with your exhalation. With every in-breath, you soothe your mind. With every out-breath, you soothe your body. Nose, chest, belly with your inhalation, chest, belly, chest, nose with your exhalation. And whenever you might fail because your mind distracts you, don't judge your mind, don't judge yourself. Be grateful for the next opportunity to travel on your breath into your body with your attention. Now you slowly will come back into the external world again. Let go of observing your breath. Get aware of your hands and your fingers. Move your fingers and your hands. Get aware of your feet and your toes. Move your toes. Move your feet. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Lock your fingers after your palms touch each other. Get close to your chest so that your thumbs touch your chest for a moment. Feel and connect with yourself this way. Gently lower your head a little bit towards your hands. Take a moment to be grateful to yourself that you took the time to connect in meditation. And maybe when you observe your face, there might be a little smile due to gratitude. Slowly lower your hands again. Bring your head up again in the normal direction. And whenever you feel ready, in your own time, at your own pace, gently open your eyes. Thank you everybody for meditating together. If you want to share something, feel free to unmute yourself or to write. If you don't want to share, that's perfectly fine as well. Whatever feels best to you. Pleasure. Everyone, I wish you a wonderful Thursday, an amazing upcoming weekend. Please stay healthy, and I'm looking forward to see all of you again next week on Thursday. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Jana. Thank you so much. It was beautiful. See you
Always a
on next
pleasure.
Thursday. Yeah.
Thank you guys for the beautiful music, because that was you and Ram playing there in the background.
We felt that vibe.
The music was beautiful, really.
Yes.
Thank you, Maltiji.
I'm not complaining about the music now.
Goodbye,
Wonderful.
everybody.
Bye
See you
bye,
next
Anna.
week.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.